guys. Oh. Just chilling. Just literally chilling. I gotta go dump those flowers tomorrow or Sunday. I can't do them today because I gotta wait till I have the other girl here so I can lock this, so I don't have to lock the store. Hi, Kelly. So, Mama's sleeping. Baby is sleeping. He just ate so much food. Like, you guys don't even know. You don't even know. Yes. This high thing we hate. But I did order today. Ordered it today. He got the bumbo tray. Hi, Shania. So we ordered the tray today because he loves his bumbo for sitting up. And we've tried this other, like this, what do you call this thing? These portable high chair things. The portable ones. So like it folds up nice and small like this, right? So you can take it with you. Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, I remember you can turn this around the other way so that it clicks into place without the tray being up this high. This actually will face the other way. But it has like legs underneath so you can extend it so that it sits taller. Hi, Joseph. But he hates this thing because between the tray and the, like how high the seat is, so his thighs are here and the tray is right here. So he literally has like, there's like a 4 fingers depth between his leg and the tray. So when he's in here and he happens to like lift his leg up, you know, like babies like to lift their legs or kick his feet or whatever, he smacks the underside of this. And there's this stupid groove thing on here that he hits constantly and he gets really mad about it. And like, it's really uncomfortable. So I can see why he gets mad. And so I was trying to figure this out the other day and I did not put it on here correctly. So, I mean, it's on here correctly for if he's sitting in it. But when you're storing it, you're supposed to turn it this way. And then I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Because then it holds that. Nope, I had it right. Never mind. I did have it correct. This, though, never stays on there. So that's always fun. Because if you get this on here correctly, I should say, get it on here correctly while it's in the folded position, you're able to lock this cover in place. And if you don't, then it doesn't lock in place correctly. And then you end up with it coming loose, and then it's just this whole stupid mess. There we go. By the way, he also hates because to get the tray on, do you hear how hard I have to push that to even get that tray on there? He hates that. So when we're at the, like, we're at a place and we're getting ready to like set him in here and we have to click the tray in place, like especially when we're here, and I click the tray in place, it makes him cry because it startles him and he doesn't like the sound of it. And like I gotta have like Sarah, it's a whole 2-person thing endeavor because she's got to hold his arms up so he doesn't put his hands in the way as I'm snapping it, because as you snap it, it tightens the tray down. If he happens to get his little fingers or an arm in the way, it's going to be a nasty pinch. So honestly, I would never recommend this thing to anybody. We did not buy this. It was actually gifted to Sarah for him. And it's the safety first one. So I would not recommend this to anybody. These right here, this sides right here, they don't just snap into place, right? Like you don't just put it on there and give it a little push. See these little teeth underneath? Each one of these has to be, like you have to press down on this thing and like to get it off, you have to pull it up, right? So then to push it down, see how when you push it onto the tray, you're like, okay, cool, it's on. No, it's not. So if it's on there, right? You can't just push it and then see this gap right here? So if they get their hand or foot or their arm or anything in there, you have to literally, you have to force that in. Now see how it's closed? If baby was to put their arm down right there as you're snapping this into place, it's not gonna go good. Hi, Anj. So definitely would not recommend this. for if you are like for babies. I mean, maybe if they're old enough where you can get them to go arms up and get them to hold their arms up for you. But like for someone like Carlisle, who, by the way, he does sit very well unassisted. Oh, excuse me. He sits very well unassisted. He loves to sit up and play. He loves sitting in trays like this. I even posted a picture of him. He is in this, in the picture, with, of course, some assistance. And he was eating his peas. He loves sitting at his tray and being able to eat and get his hands messy. The process to get him in here, he hates. And then if he happens to kick his leg or whatever, he ends up catching it on this thing in here, the guard that goes between their legs. By the way, this thing does not meet the seat. So there's like a gap underneath it, probably about 2 fingers width gap underneath that thing. Between him, like you can see this gap right here, I can put 2 fingers in there. That gap right there is how big the gap is between the tray and the actual seat. And so that piece, this piece right here, is really sharp edges. And he constantly is catching his legs on it. So this thing is just, for me personally, this is a horrible product. I've had 2 of my own kids. I gave birth to 2 of them myself and raised 2 of them, and have had many portable high chairs. One of my favorite ones, but Sarah's not so sure about them, but one of my favorite ones that I had was the one you slide onto the edge of a table. Like you set it on the table and its natural own forces hold it in place. Was my favorite thing. I could take that thing anywhere. All I did was take it out of a bag, you pop the 2 little pieces in place so it popped it open, and then I just slid it on there and it just popped in place, and I could put Taylor in there. We go anywhere. Sarah wasn't a big fan of it as a baby. I don't think she liked being suspended up, or she couldn't like touch stuff. She liked being like on a booster seat next to you. So for her, she didn't like the chair, but Taylor loved it. He didn't care. He was just wanted to be up and actively doing stuff. Carlisle does not like this thing. Like, he just doesn't like it, but he loves his Bumbo, and he loves being able to sit up in there. So I finally got it. By the way, I would recommend, after reading guys, I'm not even kidding, I read so many reviews. I went directly through Bumbo for the tray because it was a little more expensive, but all the knockoff brands that are made out there supposed to be for Bumbo had the exact same complaint over and over again about the knockoff brands, where they were either too short and they didn't reach the bottom of the Bumbo for the latch piece to like catch on the lip, and the trace just not clicking into place anymore on the piece, because there's a piece that has like that goes on the little leg piece itself. Like when you look at the Bumbo from the front, there's this little part that's like funny shaped that the baby's legs go, like, you know, you got the chair, then you got that funny piece that's that goes between the baby's legs. That's where the tray attachment attaches to. So you attach that, and then the tray pops in place, and the tray has this big piece on it that's about the same size as the part that goes between their legs, and it cups over the top of that and clicks into place on the attachment. Well, the complaint was with all the knockoffs that piece kept coming, like it just wouldn't click in place anymore. And so after a couple of times of using it, baby would lean forward and the tray would pop off. So I went through so many different review things on Amazon, on eBay, on hold on, close. It's not charging. I forgot it wasn't charging. On quite a few different websites to get a reading on like which one to get. Did it come undone? No, it's working. Okay. To get a reading on a few websites to see if we could figure it out. And after so many reviews, all the knockoff brand ones had the exact same issue. So I was like, okay, well, let's see if we can find one from Bumbo. I went on Amazon, and Amazon had a link to, like, you know, like they have things on there and they're like, here's your seller options. And I went in and I found one of the seller options was from Bumbo itself. So I went on to their website and went through all the reviews on there and all the pictures to show how it was attached and the security of it. And you can clearly see the difference between the real one and all the pictures from the knockoffs. And so I was like, all right, we're gonna throw the pennies out there for it, and we're gonna get it. And so I got it for him. So I got that for him. I got Sarah replacement parts for her pump. By the way, all these, because back when I was nursing, I used a hand pump. Like it's like a Haka, but now you have Hakas, which, yeah, anyway. I used a manual expression pump. So I didn't have, like, you didn't need to replace all the parts and stuff like that. But these electric pumps, you got to replace parts, like, over time. So I just ordered Sarah the parts for her pump. And then another piece to attach to her manual pump because she needs the larger size. And all I know is the frustration level of trying to find a pump that works best for her and also one that's going to be sustainable. The ones that we got, which we were so excited to get for her because it meant that she could get more stuff done instead, because she's pretty much to the point where he nurses at night, but she pumps during the day. And it's just because he is such an active baby and he's super distracted. He just does not latch on during the day. He refuses to. He won't stay put. He wants to play, and he holds his own bottle. He's like, just give it to me. He holds it. He holds his bottle. He reaches and he plays with toys while he's holding his bottle. Like, he's that's this activity level I'm talking about with this baby. That's how smart he is, by the way. 5 months old. He's been holding his bottle now for a month. So he's been holding his bottle on his own, like holding it and eating and playing with toys at the same time since 4 months old. And so during the day she pumps, and with how much she's pumping now every 3 hours. She was doing every 2. Now she stretched it to every 3 because he's eating more. And I mean by breast milk. I'm not, oh, good Lord, try to talk. Breast milk. He does eat cereal. We give him his rice cereal, his vegetables. He loves his veggies. But he does eat, not rice cereal. I always say rice cereal. He's not eating rice cereal. He's eating oatmeal and oats and whatnot. But anywho, he has that during, like, once during the day. Usually when he wakes up from his morning nap, he does his cereal and then he eats a bottle and like the milk she's pumped, and then he takes a nap, which he's doing now. And then right around 3 o'clock, he'll get up again. And if we're lucky anyway, he'll wake up at 3. She'll have pumped. She's going to pump here pretty soon, so her alarm will wake her up. She'll pump and have a bottle ready for him. But she's been pumping every 3 hours now because he's eating more, and so it's lasting him longer. So it's stretched out to where every time she pumps now, she's getting 3 to 4 ounces versus just 2 ounces every 2 hours. And it felt like we were constantly playing chase to catch up with him. And thank goodness, like, we got some tips from the doctor and some really amazing things to try, and it seems to have kicked it off correctly. Finally at this point. So she needed a reliable pump. The one she has found that really works for her so far is the Lancino. But we really did want the one where she could just tuck it in her bra and go with how much she's pumping. But the batteries on that thing do not last. She gets through one pumping session. Her sessions are 30 minutes long. And for that, it's because she's asking for 2 letdowns. If you don't know what a letdown is, like, it's a whole process when it comes to breastfeeding. So it's when the breast let all the milk that's in there flow free. So when baby first gets on, the baby works at the breast, and the breast gives a little bit, and then the milk's like, okay, baby does want to eat, and it flows. That's called a letdown, where all the milk releases. And what she's doing, because her milk supply kept trying to dwindle, is she's demanding her breast give a second letdown every process. And usually you get 1 letdown when you're feeding your baby, but she's asking for hers to give her that second one, which is saying baby needs more. And so that's what she's been doing. And so now that she's doing that, is that, oh, it is. How weird. So yeah, that's what she's doing now. What is with my phone? I don't know what is happening, guys. Hold on. No, I need it to, hold on 1 second. It's not charging. I could tell it wasn't charging. Hold on. Hold on. I'm having an issue with the plug. Okay. There it goes. I was like, it's not charging. So anyway, we got it. It will not hold a charge, and it'll sit on the charger all night and just sit there blinking and blinking and blinking. But you watch the little bars go all the way up to 3, and then they drop all the way back down to 1, and we'll stay at 1 again and just sit there blinking at 1. And then you put it on, like she puts it on and goes to turn it on, and it says please charge. So we're like, literally, it cost $170 for that pump, for that set, and I don't know why this thing does that. Oops, sorry guys. That set, and they won't charge. So I'm gonna get a hold of them and we're gonna get a refund on it, because like she's used it all of a handful of times. It will not charge now, and don't know why. So, and then they don't even give you the option to buy the larger flanges for it, which is so dumb, and she needs the larger ones. Now that she's figured that out and she's messed with a couple of different things, we found that her having the larger flange has made it so much easier on her, and she's finally getting the milk production she's looking for. Yeah. And we also got stuff from the doctor's office. I wish I could find it. There was none of it at the Walmart. I was hoping to get another jar of it, or a can of it. But they have an Enfamil, I think it's called Inspire, and it is an actual like colostrum and breast milk, like actual breast milk, processed formula. So it contains colostrum and breast milk, which is really, really big and important, especially for a breastfed baby, to not have a lot of the harsher cow's milk stuff. It is a cow's milk based formula, but it has also all the benefits and whatnot of donated breast milk. So, which is a big plus. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That seems to be the one that, now that we've got him, he's been using that one for 3 days, and he's going to the bathroom nice and healthy, finally, where he's not like holding his bowels for days on end. So finally, he's going. The doctor also gave him medicine to help with his to see if the problem in the car was nausea. Hold on, I got a customer. Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi. How are you?
Nice and cool. What are we getting?
I need to get, let's see. Where are the tests that are cigars?
Nope, they're just hemp, just straight hemp. There's no CBD, no THC, it's just hemp, the same stuff you make a shirt out of, paper out of. It's for people that want to quit smoking or that only like to smoke socially but don't want the nicotine and all that. There's no nicotine, no tobacco.
Okay, I need to get. Give me 3 packs of the burley red shorts.
Anything else?
What are the cigarettes that are closest? Do you know what basics are? 'Cause I don't even know what they are.
I know, I've heard of them, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess give me a pack of, yeah, give me a pack of 14s, we'll check it. Or no, give me the Decade Gold shorts.
Decade Gold
Yeah.
shorts. Done it for you?
I believe so.
All right, 21.52.
That's my work. I'm a dispatcher. Damn, I shot a head, Amanda. Well, not a whole lot with that. Yep, you got it. Okay, I'm gonna pick 3. You too, bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Every day I used to dispatch too as taxi.
Good. And I've been doing this for 2.5 years.
Oh, I don't envy you.
I hate phones and I don't know why I ever chose to do this.
Bye. Anywho, so. But yeah, I forgot to show you guys. He's sleeping, so hold on. I'll show you guys what I got him today. Ow. Okay, so it's a teeny crinkle book, and it's called Colors, and it has colors, right? So like blue, a blue bird, an orange fox, a yellow sun, a pink piggy, a green turtle, a red apple. It's just so colorful. It's so cute. He loves these crinkle books, like loves these. Got more people. Hi there. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. What are we getting today?
I'm gonna get some raw rollers. Alright. Can I get 2 of these, the long black ones? Black? Yeah. Alright. And then can I do 2 things of the tips? Yeah. Just the rolled tips, right? These, or you want the crutches? Those ones, yeah, crutches. Alright, is that it for you? I'm gonna try this, pumpkin cream too. Alright, is that everything? 1910.
All right, and then I got him a rattle, you guys, a while ago. It's obnoxious, and he hates it. Like, if he tries to rattle, it's super loud, so it startles the crap out of him. So I finally went and got him this one, and these are really, really soft. Like, can you see it's like soft and squishy, and it's made so that he can chew on it, and like it's bendable. But do you hear that? It's so quiet, but he loves to hear it, so he shakes it like this by him, and it's what they call a gentle rattle, so that it's not overly loud and overly stimulating, which sensory overrides him, and he gets super frustrated. So he doesn't want loud. He wants where there's noise but not obnoxious, if that makes sense. He has like a jungle gym, like play gym thing that he absolutely loves to be under. And so you have all these little pocket things so you can hang stuff to it. And these are always great to find. He loves things that he can smack and make noise out of, but that aren't constantly noisy. So when you buy it, has this here, and then you just slide that in there. So he likes anything that I can buy that can be attached to his jungle gym, and it allows me to interchange his jungle gym toys. So he loves it. But these ones came with little keys today, and they were just really cute. Then his Stack-'em cups. The cool part about these, each one has a different animal on the bottom. And the cool part is like these stack, and I'll just put it right here so you can see as it stacks up. They stack on top of each other, upside down like this. So he can build a little tower. So as you can see, it stacks up into a tower, or they become a little stack of cups. So these are really great. He has been playing with these all morning. He likes the noise that they make when they clack together. So he's been playing with these literally all morning. And it came with a Mr. Hippopotamus. So he likes this. He was playing with it because when he gets on his tummy, he can grab it and push it. And so he was pushing it around on his tummy. So we got him this. And then our favorite thing, which, by the way, I got him one of like the traditional ones that, you know, that have the rings that you stack up, and it's cool, it's traditional, but why have just a traditional one? This thing is so cool. So it has, let me show you guys. So it's right here. It has like ridges and bumps, and it's big, you know, so it's really big on top. And then the next one is like all rigid and stuff, so it's different textures, different feels. Instead of just a solid piece of plastic, this is different textures. So it's got this texture on it. As you can see, it's like different things here. This one's got this is all wood, by the way. So is this thing. This thing's the whole thing is wood, other than like a couple of pieces of plastic. And then the base has a big piece of plastic thing so that this can rock. But this is a wood one, so it's like a really light pinkish color. Let's see if I can do this without knocking stuff over. This one he likes because it doesn't have too many of those in there, but he likes that it makes noise. And when it rocks, it just makes some noise. Then another wooden block. So this one's a blue one, and it's just wood. And then this one's his favorite, as you can hear why. It's a crinkly cloth ring. And he likes being able to chew on these, by the way. So like one of his favorite things is to chew on the little tags that are sewn onto these. And then the last one is a really big piece of wood. He likes these a lot. So each stage, you know, you just got your little... So as he gets bigger, of course, he'll be able to do all that. He likes, right now we don't give him this part. Hi, Kristen. We don't give him this part right now. I take these off so he can play with each of the different like levels. But right now, because he's still not quite as like absolutely steady and sure on his sitting, you don't want this big chunk of plastic or thing sticking up, this big chunk of wood where he could fall forward and like impel himself or something on it. So I don't give him this one. Now his plasticky one, it's got the really big fat plastic center. That one I don't mind him having when he's sitting up, because he grabs that and he bites on that and chews on it. But the thing is like that big around. He can't even get it in his mouth. He's able to get like the side of it in his mouth, but it's like really big and fat. This, however, is not. This one is really skinny. So once he's really, really stable and whatnot, this will always be, and as most toys like this should be, always be when he's being supervised. This is one of those toys where when you're going to be like leaving him in the playpen while getting some, like say making dinner, or if we're gonna wash dishes or something, this would be the toy you could leave these pieces behind for him to play with, but you would put this centerpiece away. Or just take the whole thing, just stack it up and put it away. Hi there.
Hello.
How are ya?
I'm well. Your open sign is off.
Is it off again? Oh, the baby
Yeah.
grabbed it earlier while I was...
Well, let me grab my wallet just now to see it.
Alright. It should be better. The other one is on. We have 3 open signs on the door. Oh. Are you by yourself? No, I'm here with Sarah. Sarah's sleeping, so's the baby.
Yeah, I was carrying the baby earlier and he grabbed the whole sign. I was on the sign down.
All right, I was just,
The other one is on though, so I have the other one and the other window on. Because we have two open signs.
that one's on either.
Oh, no, that's on. It's plugged in. It doesn't, you can't like, once it's plugged in, it's on. Yeah.
I looked over here in the door.
Yep. As long as that gate is open, the store's open.
Okay.
Yeah, that
The
grate,
gate is open.
yeah, the grate is closed
Mhm.
and you can't, then of course you can't come in.
Because
so.
you guys go on breaks and stuff.
Nope. The only time I go on break is if I really have to go to the bathroom, then I lock the door and go to the bathroom. Otherwise, that door's always open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. I wanted to get like 5 packs of zigzag orange.
Yeah. And I'll always tape a sign on that late part of the door
Yeah, but
if
you
I
know
go to
what,
the bathroom.
you got so many signs here last time you did that.
No, I highlighted
came
this
up-
one in green.
I know, but I came up to the door, I'm stupid. You gotta remember, I'm stupid. So I didn't even read, I didn't think. to
Didn't even think
that
to read
sign.
it.
I read
Yes,
everything
if you
else,
look, I
and
took
going,
everything
hours,
else
and I'm
off.
going bang, bang.
Yeah. And
Oh,
also,
well.
if I go to the bathroom, what I do when I go to the bathroom is I pull that grate shut.
There
And
you
I
go.
put the sign on there in neon green that says, be right back using the bathroom. So.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. All right, 10:49, and I'll need your ID with your card. Thank you, sir. There you go. Give me one moment. Did you need a receipt?
No.
What am I writing to? 629, 26. There you go. I'm cool. I'm about to slow. Well, you have a fantastic day.
I will, you too. Thank you.
Thank you. Ah. Ow, ow. So yeah, this one I like, but like I said, guys, be like, if you are someone who watches little ones, babysits little ones, stuff like that, and I used to do childcare for a really long time, toys like this are fantastic while under supervision. Like I said, and you can always take these pieces off and let them play with these individually for the learning and the sensory experience. But like, put this piece away if there's too many children and only one of you, or if you need to not be like sitting right there with them, because it just takes a split second for an accident to happen. You want to be well in supervisory mode when this type of toy is being used. So because I was busy with customers, we took this out of his playpen. So while I'm sitting with him, like able to kind of assist and make sure he's right there, I let him play with it, but not without eyes on. But yeah. Oh, and I have to tell you guys. So, been hearing all this hype out here in Havasu about this burger place that they have here. And I've had In-N-Out Burger. I've had like Burger King, stuff like that. I mean, they're good. In-N-Out's pretty good. But there's this place called The Habit out here. The Habit. And Sarah and I have been saying, hey, when payday gets here, we should try that. And then every time payday rolls around, we end up not going. Or we look at the cost of it and we're just like, But today we got The Habit. Had it delivered. Got us each a portobello mushroom burger. And it had portobello mushrooms on it with caramelized onion, with your lettuce, with this delicious melted white cheddar. And, of course, the burger. The patty. And Sarah and I were, and it's called The Habit, by the way. The Habit. Onion rings. As you can see, I didn't finish eating because my stomach said, "Wah." But the onion rings are like really good. They're not oily. They're not overtly done. They're golden. They're crispy. They're amazing. The burger was definitely worth paying $6 per burger. Really good. Like, really, really good. Next time I think we can probably just do one order of onion rings, because they're $3 for the onion rings, but I was expecting like everywhere else you get. But that $3 order was enough for both of us. One $3 order, because I mean there's still this many left in here, and as you can see they're huge. But yeah, look, dairy free. It's vanilla chai tea. So good. When I first started vlogging back in the day, I used to show the big, huge bottles. And then they came out with the smaller bottles. And I was like, well, I don't want the big, huge bottle. It just, you know, there's no point in having that big one. And then the little one, it's like, that's not even enough. It's like literally 3 swallows of it and it's gone. They now make it in this size. And this is the perfect size because it's like the size of like a venti vanilla chai over at like Starbucks or at the Human Bean. Human Bean, I like the Human Bean better than Starbucks, to be honest. So yeah. I don't know if this person's coming in here or not. They always park smack in front of my store. But then so yeah, these were the new toys I got him today because like I said, he's growing and he's so active. Sarah and I were talking last night about, I can't even talk, about getting him like a small toy box. Well, hello there.
How you doing?
Good, how are you today?
Okay.
All right, what are we getting?
Just gonna grab a couple of cigars.
You betcha.
Starting to cool down a little bit. You go outside a little bit.
I know, right? Oh my God, I drove home last night with my windows down. It was so nice. I just redid the entire humidor the other day. Spent 3 hours in there. I just had another truck pull up. Oh my God. Dude, maybe you should learn to drive that truck. He just drove the truck up onto the sidewalk. Like up onto the curb top. He said, boom, 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 and backed back up. Oh my gosh. I was like, he's coming through my window. She gave me like an absolute heart attack. All right, okay. Show up there, buddy. Smile and keep my mouth shut.
Alright. Look at that.
See here. Whole 12. Yeah, I'm tearing your pockets apart, aren't I?
I'm not a big smoker, but once in a while.
Hi there, guys.
Hey, how you doing? I don't know the last. I gotta tell you what. That's all right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. What are we looking to get today?
Dos.
Huh? The Dutch Masters?
No, no, dos.
Oh, a torch. I thought you said Dutch. Torch.
Dos.
Yeah. We have
So
these
they
here and then big ones at the top up there. Yeah, these guys are your really large ones up here. And these guys up here are all gonna be 29, 34, and I think one of them up there, yeah, these guys 35.
These are how much?
And then on the top, single barrels. The single barrel ones are $5.95. The double barrels are $6.95, and the triple barrels are $7.95. Then you've got the ones at the very bottom are range from $29 and are $24 and up. So, yeah.
Give me this.
Which one? You want a triple? You want the triple burner? What color can I get for you?
Red.
Red? Anything else for you?
Yeah, for now.
That's it?
Yeah. Ahí hay pesas, ¿cómo que es? Ahí hay pesas.
All right. $8.55.
Para no andar con las puras uñas.
And that's for you. There you go, sir.
¿Cuál es esa? Excuse me. I need the knife. It's 95? 9.95?
$9.95 for the knives?
Yeah, I need the
Yep, and some of them are $14.95. Woke up already, little one? Did you wake up already?
¿Esta de cadena aquí?
Una,
La mano.
no. There you go. All right, which one would you like to get? With the chains?
Yeah.
Here.
Y menos asqueroso.
All right, is that it for you? All right.
No,
$10.71.
no, tengo que ir a para el rancho. Pero el pedo es que como le pedí un dinero viejo, no me queda hasta que no le arregle las cosas porque todo lo de pida, lo que le pagué a los locos que ellos por el dinero. No, viejo, el de la otra casa.
Thank you, guys.
¿De quién? El de la casa de...
Okay. I had it earlier where I was able to turn it, and now it won't. This won't turn. Little one is starting to wake up, like he's got his eyes open, but I don't know if he'll fall back to sleep because this is not usually when he would be awake. Oh, he really did puke all over my watch earlier. Ooh. I can't with that picture. I've been trying to check stuff because I'm trying to get some stuff done. Oh yeah. Wow. This is such a scam. I love that you guys think that people are going to do that. Ain't nobody out here offering $47 an hour and they're going to pick you up and take you to work. But nice try. Yeah. And you guys, he's so active now, like he rolls wherever he wants to go. So if he's like in the playpen, he wants to go to where the other toys are, he will roll himself that direction. And then he'll scoot himself across the floor. Tissues. Measuring spoons. A whisk. Paper towel roll. Empty old soap bottles. Remote control. An empty granola box. That's about right. They don't ever play with the actual toys half the time. They want all the... Oh my god, this kid. My friend's kid is such a hoot. This is so freaking funny. Oh man, I always forget that he's an identical twin. Holy crow. I was like, wait, why am I seeing double right now? And why is he with two different people in each photo? It's not. It's Danny Duncan and his twin brother. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, by the way, you guys, I've been watching the, like, limited series thing, called Dahmer. It's on Netflix. Dude. The kid that plays in it as Dahmer was the same guy that played in American Horror Story. And in the first season, he's the one that wears the, like, suit thing. Or he's, like, dating the girl, but you find out later on, like, all the other stuff. But anyway, yeah. It's just... they're giving you, like, if you have never heard about Jeffrey Dahmer, and, like, I mean, come on, he's a notorious serial killer, all the story stuff, like, there's all this history about, like, his family, and there's, like, documented information about, like, his family and how things were as he was growing up, but they took all that information and put it into, like, a script, and to show you, like, in detail, like, his childhood and, like, growing up. It's a lot.
Would you like to come out of your little sleep sack? Yeah? You ready? Hold on, Grandma get you. You ready? Feet out. Ready? Hands out. Oh, get those hands out. There you go. Oh, there went your binky. I finded it. I did, I finded it. There you go, buddy. There you go. Okay, there's your rattle. You want your rattle? There you go. I'll give it to you there. You can have that.
But something else we learned. So I was doing reading online, and you see all these things, because I'm trying, like, with Sarah and stuff, I want to make sure that her raising of him is as easy as I guess would be possible. Raising a kid is hard work, like, without a doubt. But I want to make sure that I'm learning information as things change and whatnot, because a lot of stuff is different from when I was having babies to now. Like, there's so much more new information you gain over the years. One of the things I was like, okay, well, I just figured you swaddle a baby until the baby can get out of the swaddle. Back then, you didn't have, like, actual swaddles that, like, Velcro shut and stuff, where they can't get out of it till you let them out of it. But I was talking with his doctor, because he asked us, was there any, like, concerns? Like, one of our concerns is he hates trying to go to sleep without being tightly swaddled. And I'm talking, this baby wants to be swaddled. Like, he wants to be tightly swaddled, or in his magic suit, Merlin's magic sleep suit. He does pretty good in that. But he hates not being tightly swaddled, and we have found that if we had the car seat swaddle but he's outgrown it, right? He's too big for it now, so you can't really get it on him. So we had that, and we told him, like, when we would do that in the car seat, it worked really well to swaddle him up and whatnot, and we could travel for a little while with him swaddled tightly, but he's too big for that thing now. It doesn't fit under him anymore. And so we did a little test run thing with him and found that he is getting motion sick, which is what we suspected. So the doctor's now giving him some medicine for travel. So 30 minutes before we get in the car in the morning and 30 minutes before we leave the store at night, he gets a dose of medicine to help with his trip. And it seems to be working. It worked really good yesterday on the way here. He did pretty good last night until he got the hiccups on the way home and his mouth started to hurt, and then he was angry the last few minutes of the trip. This morning he was fantastic. Then he got the hiccups as he fell asleep. He fussed for a minute, got rid of his hiccups, and then went back to sleep. Don't gag yourself. So yeah, so we have found that he is no longer, as of right now, because, knock on wood. Do I have wood in here? No. Yes, I do. Knock on wood. His new little toy. Knock on wood. He has not done a blood-curdling scream in 2 days in the car. So yeah, there's that. He did fantastic on the trip to Phoenix, which we were shocked about. And he asked me when we started the trip, like, was he awake, like doing his normal routine, or was it kind of an off routine type thing? I was way off routine. But he was like awake as we got him up to get him dressed, but he fell asleep before we got in the car. We got him in the car while he was asleep. And he said, okay, so that's why he did so good on that trip. He was already asleep, and he pretty much slept the whole trip. When he would wake up and Sarah already had milk ready for him. He would drink that and fall back to sleep while eating it. We did our 2 big stops, got him out, got him changed. And then, like I said, because when we went, we stopped 1 stop on the way there, got changed and everything, fed him, he fell back to sleep. We stuck him back in the car seat and got back on the road. Got to the appointment. Like, literally, it was a 5-hour drive there and a 5-hour drive back. So it was a literal 1-day trip. So he slept pretty much the entire day. So he said, but that was why, because usually us people, as we're grown, when you start to get motion sick, one of the things that most people do when they're motion sick is get really quiet, really still, and try to pay attention to, like, they try to find a focal point. Or they try to fall asleep or close their eyes to kind of blink all the excess noise and sound. I'm someone who gets very motion sick. I get motion sick even being the one driving, because that's how, like, I just, me in motion, it's so bad. When it comes to cars, boats, aircraft, I hate flying so much. But yeah, so those type of things really mess me up. Now, when Sarah was pregnant with him, he's blowing raspberries. When Sarah was pregnant with him, anytime we got in the car, and Sarah has never gotten motion sick, ever. But we'd get in the car every single time while she was pregnant with him, and she would start throwing up. It didn't matter if we were just going to the corner store, if we were going all the way here to work, it didn't matter. She would start throwing up. And get this, she has not done it once since having him. So her motion sickness is gone after having him. But every time we get in the car with him and he's awake, he would immediately, as soon as the car would start, he would just lose it. He's like, he's done. He's not doing that. If you watch the video from this morning, I did a live stream while getting ready to head out to work. I was coming from cashing my check, going to pick up Sarah from the house. If you watch that, I load Carlisle in the car and get his little, I have the old iPhone, like my old iPhone, which is where I keep all my books. We found we can actually download little movies. So we downloaded Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs Part 2, because he seems to like all the colors that move on that one. So we downloaded that onto this phone. And we put that on, and it holds his interest. And he gets the medicine, and then we put him in the car, and if you watch that this morning, he's just totally chilling. Totally chilling. He got the hiccups about halfway through the trip, and he was not too happy after that. But he did calm down once the hiccups went away. But yeah, he's able to be in the car the last 2 days, completely awake, riding to work without falling apart. And he has a whole tooth. Like, he has a tooth. And it's so freaking cute. The other one hasn't come through the surface yet, his right one. But his left one is fully through. Definitely up higher. And today he's been grabbing his binky and pulling on it and popping it out of his mouth because he can bite down on it now. And it goes thunk, thunk. And I think he's getting a kick out of the sound. So he keeps doing it, which is really funny. But yeah. It's so quiet in here. I might have to wake her up just so she can pump, because we're try not to give him anything other than, like, I know she's okay with him having that one powder. Oh, that is so good. Hi there. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. What are we grabbing today, sweetheart?
A blue dog, if you got him?
Yeah, I've got it.
Stick one.
Anything else for you?
No, I think that should be it.
All right, 11:70. Thank you. You have a great day. Also, to the point, so doctor told, I totally lost track of what I was telling you. So with the swaddling issue, he told us that as long as that is how he likes to sleep and he's happy with it, then put him in one. I said my biggest concern was because he does roll over. He says, does he roll over though while he's sleeping? And I said, no. Once he's asleep, he likes to lay still. It's when he wakes up. And he goes, okay, so as soon as he's awake, take it off him. And I was like, cool. Sarah and I both, the minute this baby makes even the slightest little noise, we're awake. What, Bubba? What happened? Yeah? Oh, did you find your feet? Did you find your feet? Here, you want your book? There you go. Yeah, get that thing. There you go. Here's your beans. And there's your book. There you go. Get it, buddy. I should have put his gym in there. But yeah, he said swaddle him then. I said, okay, so what we've decided to do, because we want to make sure that we're at the safest we can be with him, we got the muslin blankets so we can swaddle him in a muslin, and then the muslin cloth, and that helps when because he's able to wiggle loose out of that when he wants to. But when he's going to be laid down, he doesn't care. He wants you to swallow him. And then when he's all swaddled, he'll sleep. And then with it, like at night though, we're really, like, because during the day, it's one of us is going to be watching him. Mostly during the day while I'm here because I'm working, my eyes are always on him because he's right here. So she can take a nap. So if I swaddle him up, I can keep an eye on him and not have to worry about it. But at night, we do put him in the Merlin. So that way, if he does happen to wake up and want to roll over in his bed, he can. Also, Sarah has started transitioning him now into his own sleep space. So he's doing fantastic, by the way. Last night, he ended up sleeping until 5 a.m. So he went to bed at 10:30 and slept until 5 o'clock in the morning. So he's getting so good at it. So yeah, he sleeps like you can lay him down after you've got him all played out and all fed and changed and everything. You just put him in his little wrap or in his Merlin. It doesn't matter. It could be during the day, during the evening, whichever one. You get him all wrapped up, get him in his Merlin, whichever one. He will put himself to sleep. We don't have to rock him to sleep. We don't have to walk around him to sleep. He goes to sleep when you lay him down. You lay him down, get him all tucked in, He's like, okay, cool. And he'll usually like kind of stare around for a minute, check things out, and then he goes to sleep. So it'd be nice if he would just sleep for longer than 20, 30 minutes at a time. And teaching him he's okay to play without having somebody right over the top of him. Yeah? Yeah? What are we talking about? Well, I don't know. Yeah? My goodness. Also, the doctor told Sarah that it's time for her to start riding in the front of the car, and she was like, he goes, no, I'm serious. It's time for you to like sit up front and let him be in the back seat. And she goes, but I can't see him. He's facing backwards. And he goes, I know that. And she goes, yeah, no. And he goes, no, seriously. You need to sit up front, because if you're back there and he sees you, he wants you to tend to him. Now, and tending to him, he knows that sometimes that attendance means to pick him up. And he's sitting there, and you're not picking him up out of the seat. He's going to get angry with you. He's going to get louder, more upset, whatnot, and he's going to put on a show for you. Babies are smarter than people want to give them credit for. So, because as soon as the car stops moving, he stops. He's like, okay, cool. What are we doing? You know, because then he stops to feel out his surroundings. What's happening? Why are we stopped? Am I getting out of here? What are you doing, silly? Are you yelling at your toys? Are you yelling at him? Yeah, Grandma. I know, baby. So he said, yeah, so you got to be able to let him realize he's okay back there. He's screaming at me right now. Uh-oh, are you mad now? What are you getting mad about? He's not crying, by the way, if you guys are wondering. He's talking. I see you. What are you doing? What are we talking about right now? Are we having a competition? Oh, you don't want that? Okay, I'm going to sit it over here, though, okay? You want your book? Hey, bring your book with us. Come on. Bring it with us. Yeah? What are we doing? What are we doing? I got my toes out. Yeah. What are we doing? Say hi, everybody. Say hi. Hi. Oh, say hi. Hi. You do it, say hi. He said, who am I talking to, Grandma? There's nobody there. It's just bags. Yeah, I know. You don't see them. But Dems can see you, though. Yeah. You got your book? Don't drop your book. Oh, good burp. Good burp. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the loves. He loves this book. Like I said, he loves these crinkly things. He loves these. So she crinkle, crinkle. Oh, did you just want to snuggle? Oh, thanks. Thanks for the snuggle. He's literally just snuggling into me. Oh, buddy, I love you. Your grandma loves this little bean. Hi, baby. Gotta be careful with this thigh. It's where he got his shots yesterday. Or not yesterday, day before yesterday, but his little thigh is sore. Hi. What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing, love? What are you doing? Oh, goodness. Do you want your, do you want to play in your little standy toy? Yeah? What do you want to do? But yeah, so the doctor said, yeah, they have like their recommended ages for like what way to do like swaddling, but you can swaddle them arms in up to 6 months old. And then he recommends, of course, at that point, definitely start transitioning them to learn to sleep without it that way. It's about teaching them how to sleep without it versus just like, you know, you don't want to forcibly change it. So just slowly transitioning them, you know, over a few weeks in those. So you are just too damn sweet. He's literally just snuggled into me, head on my shoulder, just completely just in full-blown relaxation mode. I love you, buddy. Yeah. Get those little legs up here. There you go. I know. You're so sweet. You're just the sweetest little bean. You want your extra saucer thingy? You want to play in your extra saucer so you can stand up and play? Hold on, guys. I'm going to go get him his exercise toy. Hold on. Bring your toy over here next to Grandma so you can play with it, okay? Oh, stuck. We're stuck.
Grandma made a mess. Grandma, what do you mean mess for? Grandma, what do you mean mess for?
Grandma knocked it over. Hold on, I don't want to bop Mommy with it. Come here. Let's go over here. You sit next to Grandma and face it, okay? Hold on. Grandma got to move your diaper bag. Hold on. All right. Put that out of the way. Okay, ready? I think we already have the thing turned on for you. Feet's in. There we go. There you go. Okay. Stand better. 2 seconds in. He hates these things on there. He does not like the literal second he's able to do it. He does it. Okay, Grandma, take him off of there. I should just take him off of there when I first go to set him in. He does not like those stacked. He immediately, I literally sat him in there. You guys heard me say, okay, legs in. And within seconds, he done chucked it out of there. There you go. You like that one. He used to hate the little spinning ball on here. Yeah, you getting it? Oh. Your little hands are crazy. They make noise? Yeah, get it. Yeah. Come here, Grandma, get it. He's playing with his toy, so. Say, I wait here with you, Grandma. Yeah. Look at you. I cannot believe we had to put that already at stage 2. That's how long he is. He's tiny when it comes, like when you see him, because he's so little, but he's long. So his body is really long, but he's like thin. So he's like a string bean. The doctor was like, he's putting every ounce of his calories into getting tall. Yeah, dance it out, buddy. Yeah. Good job, bud. Look at you standing up like a big old boy. He's so dang cute. I can't with him. You making it make noise? Yeah? My God, he's the best. You guys, you don't even know. Oh, he found the balls. He knows how to like get the whole seat now to go in circles wherever he wants to go. Did you get it? Go ahead. There you go. Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job, Monkey Bones. Get it, Monkey Bones. Yeah, little Bonesy. He loves checking everything out. Yeah. He does this face, we call it his frog face, and he puts his lips completely flat. and he tucks his chin, and it's the funniest little face I've ever seen. But it's like the best. Get it, Bubby. Yeah, you got it? Yeah, that's how to get it, huh? That's how you do it. You like chewing on that, huh? Yeah. See, of course I like chewing on it. It feels so good in my teethers. Yeah, does that feel good to those teethies? You could get it. Go ahead, get those hands up there. There you go. That's how you do it, baby. Yeah, we're gonna get him. The next thing is one of those like cart covers for when you go shopping. He really, really likes to be actively like watching everything. Yeah, get it, big boy. Chew it up. What are you doing? You're getting so big. Oh my god, he's so smart. It's so crazy watching him because he's so smart. You guys, I wish you guys could have seen it when that guy did what he did. When I was like, oh my god, and I jumped up. There was these guys, the guy was driving this massive Dodge Ram truck. Huge one. Like, it was really lifted. Apparently he doesn't know how to drive because he drove right up onto the patio of the front of my work. I thought he was coming through the window because he came in so fast into the into the parking spot that he jumped the actual like curb into like onto the patio, in between the two awning like pillars. And he immediately, like as he came up, hit the brakes, so the truck went, and then he backed up and off the curb. I was like, I really thought for like a split second he was coming through that window over there. Like I really did. I thought he was coming through the window on that side of the shop. My heart sank because there's a phone call that I would need to make to the boss. Hey, so someone just drove through the front of the store. That'd be a great one to call the boss on. So, scared me half to death. The other guy that was in here, he was like, oh my god. Because he watched as they backed off the curb. He didn't see them jump the curb onto the sidewalk in front of the store. So. Well. It's so funny because I was saying this morning about how I felt tired, right? Like I'm tired. Even though clearly I slept last night. I mean, I fell asleep, woke up in the exact same position I fell asleep in. So that's the thing. But dum dum ba-da-da-da-dum, bum bum bum. Kitty booty. There's this star on his toy that he's in. There's a star with like a little rattle ball inside of it. But the outer part of the star is like kind of a squishier, plasticky stuff. And he chews on it. And it's on like a little rubbery straw type thing. So he pulls it to himself. And he is just gnawing on it, trying to get that other tooth out. And he's chewing strictly on his right side. So I'm guessing he's like, I'm getting that tooth out of here. Yeah, baby. You trying to get that tooth through? Oh, I can hear his little tooth scraping the plastic. Get it there, Bubby. I can see it through the plastic ball. Yeah, I bet that feels good, huh? Yeah. Hi there.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. What are we looking to get today? Cigars, huh?
Yep.
You betcha. Ow. What? I was telling Sarah this morning, I was like, you know, we sit there. I saw Ariane this morning, Sarah's good friend, and she had her baby girl right at the same time Sarah was supposed to have Penelope. So her daughter is the age that Penelope would be right now. But anyway, she hasn't had a chance to meet Carlisle yet. With their schedules, you know, our schedules are always passing each other. So when I was at the store shopping earlier and getting my check cash, I ran into her. She was just getting off work. So of course, I'm getting ready to head to work. So we ran into each other there, and she finally got to see pictures of Carlisle with me, and she was just like in awe of him. She's like, he is literally the most beautiful baby. And I was like, you have a daughter? She goes, I understand that, but he is literally a perfect little proportionate baby. Like, his proportions on everything are just perfection. That sounds, of course, like I'm saying it because he's my grandson, but like, that is part of it. However, he really is a very beautiful baby. I mean, we get it even from all the customers that come in here about how gorgeous he is. And I'm so sorry. But anyway, she got to see him, and she was just blown away by how beautiful the baby is. And I told Sarah this morning, I was like, with how beautiful he is, sometimes I'm like, it would be so amazing to share him with everybody, because he's so spunky and independent and has this charismatic energy about him. Is your mouthy hurting again, honey? Carlisle. Is your teethdies hurt? Huh? Do you need something for your teeth? For your mouth? Okay. Yeah. You got it? Okay, one moment. I'll put some medicine on your teethy.
Got your hands full.
Yeah. He's my grandbaby. Yes. Mom is taking a nap. She deserves it.
Get it while you can. That helps. That definitely helps.
All right, take it easy. Here, let Grandma get you some medicine. Hold on, I'll get some teethy stuff for you. I'm either just completely blind, or it's not right what I thought it was. Oh my gosh, they moved. Where did it go? I know it was right there. Chin my knees thing. Get out of the way. What the heck happened to the teeth medicine? Oh, there it is. How it made it that far down, I don't know. Oh, I let me show you this. This is oh my god, the drool is a, let me tell you. Come here, baby. Come here. Hold on. There you go. Is that better? Is that better? There you go. Some soothing gel. So this is like soothing gel for baby's teeth. But you guys, this thing. So you see this thing? Is like amazing, right? Each compartment here contains enough for 2 bottles each. So you got 6 ounces of milk here, 6 and 6. So he's able to do 6 whole bottles just in this one little thing here. We don't use 6 bottles. It's just that we can bring 6 bottles with us. So if we ever get in a situation where we need to be like on the side of the road or waiting for whatnot, and let's say she's, you know, Sarah's wore out, her body's just not producing or whatever, we have enough for 6 whole bottles. Now it can hold more than that, but we already know that we can break this down by half and it works. We could technically fit 2 4-ounce, or what is it? 4-ounce bottles in each one. So we could do 8 ounces of formula in each one. But he doesn't eat that much yet. So yeah. So that's what that is. And it's nice too because he does such a good job with the pumped milk. We don't have to worry about it. What is happening? My phone is losing it. But yeah, so I figured I was going to get on here because I am exhausted. So I'm trying to like keep myself going. Yeah? By the way, he's playing with the, you know, the balls that guide on the little guide string things, on the little things like that are loopy. So it has like the little pole thing, it's different shape, and then he's able to push the balls along it. That's what he's playing with right now. Yeah! You get it, bud. That's right, Carlisle. You tell it. You tell it who's boss. Say, I's the boss. Huh? I's the boss. I's the boss. I tell it where to go. Yeah. That's right. You put it all the way on that side. Good job. You gonna put it the other way? See? Oh, look at you. All the way over. Get it. You can do it. Get it all the way over. High five. Whoop, whoop. High five. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. And see, pound it. Pound it. Yeah. Pound it. Sarah was teaching him yesterday how to pound it and how to high five it. It was really cute. And he goes like this at everybody. He says, hi. Hi. Oh, somebody just pulled up again. Say, somebody's here. I don't know if they're coming in here or if they're going next door. I'm going to have to buy another tube of this stuff. He goes through this stuff quite quickly, which is expected. He's teething, so I meant to do that. Just totally flipped it across the floor. Oh my gosh, it's only 3. I still have 5 hours left of work. Well, hi, hon.
Hi.
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. Well, let's see. A small menthol
Yeah.
and
That medicine make you feel better, buddy?
and a small. Gosh, do I get silver or gold?
Well, silver is like ultra light. Gold is like a light.
Let's do the gold.
Okay.
Small gold and the Zen big filters. I guess they're
The
not
100s?
making those anymore, are they?
I have no idea.
Because I haven't been able to see them or find them
No,
anymore.
I know that they've been on back order.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
Yes,
So you
and
want the
100 things.
these ones? All right. How many?
Just one.
Okay. All right. 2787. Did you need a baggie?
No, honey, you save your bags. You're
All
not
right.
gonna
That's
give you this.
so you're gonna give the card. All right.
Well, I wasn't, but.
I ordered this large in here, but it's not the old 100s. If you have a new $100 bill, I can do it
Let me
that
see
way.
what it is, and
Okay.
then I'll just do it with the whole one.
Okay.
I'll just grab that real quick. Looks like it's hot off the press.
That's a newer one.
tell.
These are the new ones. The new ones have that big
Oh,
strip and
okay.
stuff. So yeah, I can do it with this.
Oh, good.
You'd like to do it with this.
All right, that's
All
perfect.
right. Sounds like a plan. All right, this one.
I don't think I see a lot of They're,
in a
they're
while.
not very popular.
Yeah.
A lot of places won't take them now because people have been counterfeiting. So,
You don't forget to worry about it. Alrighty, good. Hope you have a great day.
always. 72.
Right. Okay, thank
Absolutely.
you. You have a great day and a good weekend.
All right, he's growing up so dang fast. All right.
He's just chomping at the bit on this one. Right, buddy? Is that nummy? Yeah? He's so big. He's just literal a faucet. That's how much drool is coming off of him. I asked his doctor too, because I was like, my kids both, hi Chris, my kids both drooled, you know, when they're teething. But this little dude will soak through a bib and whatnot in minutes. I have to change his bib. So he's already had 3 bibs put on the whole time we've been talking. Hi. What are you doing? Yeah? Wow, what's that? Yeah? He goes. Yeah? Getting that dance on, huh? So yeah, I'm getting my dance on. He's so dang cute. But I told her to be like, I'm glad that we're greedy with him in that sense. Because like, we're just, you know, we just take him in and we're just, I just love him. Like, I can't even explain to you guys. And until you're a parent or grandparent, you won't understand. There's no way to. Wow. Yeah, no, Sarah and I last night were crashed out because we went like over 24 hours with no sleep. Because poor little dude was cutting his tooth, got his shots. And it was just, it was a roller coaster ride yesterday, the day before and all day yesterday. So, yeah, it's actually pretty good. We're just here at work, as always. What was that? Yeah, he's just a faucet. It's just coming out. Hi. What are you doing, handsome? Say hello. Hello. What are you doing? Yeah? What are you doing? Was that got a baby giggling on there? Yeah, was that a little baby giggling? Nice shot. Nice shot. It bounced off the ground, bounced on the side, and bounced on it. I had cheeseburgers for dinner. Nice. Yeah, no, we ended up having, just a while ago, we had delivered to us burgers from The Habit, which is a burger place here, the Burger Girl, and these are their onion rings. These things are like, they're seriously good. The burgers were amazing. They were definitely worth the price. We'd been talking about getting them for a while. I was like, I know I saw a red truck pull up. We've been talking about getting them for a while. We just never really like could justify spending the money on it. And then this time around, I was like, look, it's been a rough go. We've been like, it's been a week, it's been a few months. And I said, that's it. We're getting something really good. We're gonna try something new. And we ended up going ahead and just caving and put out the pennies and got the Habit today. And really good. And Sarah and I agreed on one thing with it. It would be amazing if they got some big portobellos, and instead of having the burger in there, like the patty in there, that the portobello itself became the burger. Because portobello mushrooms are really thick and hearty. The big ones, not like the baby bellas are a softer portobello, but the portobellas, like the head of a portobello mushroom, they can get like this big, and they're meaty, like really meaty. And if you cook them just right, I used to do it when the kids were little. You cook them just right and in the right seasonings, it tastes just like a burger. And then you put everything else on your burger like you always would, but instead you're literally eating a full-on veggie burger instead of the meat. What you doing, handsome? So it's really nice because you can do stuff like that. For someone like me who has issues with beef, you have to be careful with eating beef. So, hi. You are just such a big boy. He got himself yesterday right here. Right underneath his right eye. Hi, love. And those eyebrows are now showing, so now whenever you do that, I can see your expression. Woo! 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 What, it's your first day with the new legs? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah? Oh, is that good? Is that so good? So, he said, I'm gonna get this tooth out. You gonna get that tooth out? You gonna make it come through? Yeah? You're telling it to get out of the gums, man. Get out of the gums and come up to the top. Say, come join the crew. Yeah, tell it, come join the crew. You tell it. You tell it. Wow. Yeah? Well, tell me about it. No way. You don't say. Yeah? Really? You ready for Mama to make you... Oh, okay. You ready for Mama to make you some milk? Yeah? You ready for her to make you some milk? Oh my goodness. Right? Right? That's what I'm saying. You want milk? You say it? Milk? You show me. Hey, milk. Well, I know you know how. Milk. Do it. You do it like that. Yeah? Yeah, he's ready for some milk. Sometimes you feel like you're all thumbs, right? Milk. Okay, he's going. Milk. You say milk, Grandma, milk. Yeah, he's ready for some milk. I'm gonna let her rest a bit longer. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go make him some milk. Ouch. Walked right into the side of that. I gotta go mix it. One moment. Yeah? Okay. Give her 1 minute. I'm gonna go mix it up. I gotta go wash this first. Yeah, I know. Grandma's making it right now, buddy. Hold on. I gotta go get your water. Hold on. Yeah, I know. Come on, then. I know, I'm coming. Grandma had to get the water. Gotta use the good water. Gotta use the distilled water. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I gotta get the thing. Yeah? Yeah, I know. Okay, hold on. Grandma got to put this part back in here. Because I put too much. I know, I got too much out. Okay. Okay, ready? Come here. Come here, ready? Come on. Okay, ready? Here you go. Here you go. There you go. Good job. Well, you can't drop it. You're supposed to hold it. There you go. Get that hand over there. There you go. You got it. There you go. I seen the pictures of little man. Food was all over his face and fingers. Yeah, he loves exploring food. Like I said, like with the pictures, of course, we edit everything down so that way you can see what we're willing to what Sarah's willing to share. So, but yeah, he's so dang cute, and it was funny too because that picture when I took that picture, I also have a video of him, and my coworker, she was like, I can't do it. I don't know how you do that. How you let them do that. Her son, he's like 3. She's like, he's such a picky eater and whatnot. She's but I could never let him sit there and do that as a baby. And I was like, that's probably why he's a picky eater. Food is fun. Food is meant for fun. Like they say, food before 1 is just for fun. You give them food before 1 so that they can learn to explore textures and say all the good stuff comes with doing that. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good job. But yeah, when they're able to do it and get their hands in there and whatnot, I did it with both my kids too. They learn textures and sensations, stuff like that. So it's really good because they learn that and then they find what they like and what they don't like. Most children who are allowed to play with their food, so to speak, are usually the kids that are not picky eaters. So you give him that. Like, of course, I still feed him with a spoon while we're doing it. So he'll take a bite, he'll get his fingers in there, they'll have the food all over it. And that picture of him with his little finger in his mouth, just with all the mushed peas all over him, shows like just how much he loves his food. And he smears his fingers and he gets them in there and then he sticks them in his mouth. And it teaches him not only textures and foods, but also hand-eye coordination. Hold on, he dropped his thing. Did you drop it? You need help? Oh, Grandma just got it all over your face. I'm sorry, bud. Sorry, baby. Yeah. There you go. Like, I want to hold my feet right now. You interested in your toesies? You drink it 1.5 ounces. You want that? Go ahead. Here. Put your little hands on this side. There you go. There you go. But yeah, so yeah, he loves playing in the food, eating the food. We also did it with oatmeal, with his oatmeal. And he literally just pushes his fingers down in there and he gets it all over there and he eats it. And it was really funny because, like I said, my poor coworker, She was like, oh my God, it's going everywhere. Oh my God, he's getting it on everything. I was like, it's on the tray and it's on the chair that he's eating and it's on him. All things that can be washed. You're just holding it to the side, letting it drip, drip, drip.
What are you doing, silly goose? You use your foot to hold it? Yeah? You're too funny. You're too funny. Get that hand over here. Here. Get that hand over here. Hold your bubba. There you go. You got it. Oh, you don't want to? You want to hold it out? Yeah? Okay. Hold on. Okay. Would you like your other toys? There you go. You can suck on there. Like this. Instead. Yeah. Let you have a few minutes because he just had. He ate it all that. It's funny too because with him, like you'll see if you're watching this in real time. Nice. Like babies don't, like they have a very short attention span, so you have to make sure that there's constant, oh, I keep hiccuping, like activities, right? So lots of activities, things that they can keep them busy, and things that are constantly changing. And so like things like this, he's had these for a while today. He's kind of gotten to the point where he's like not interested in them. He did play with this for a while today, but he did bonk his little head, so I'm gonna pull this one out for now. But yeah, so you kind of judge and figure out what suits them the best. Okay, hold on, I got peeps. Hi there. How are you today? Good. What are we looking to get today?
Looking at some bags.
All right, well, let me know if you find some. Okay, thank you. Hi. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. All right, what are we looking to get today?
We're gonna get a couple cigars.
All right.
That smells good. What is that?
I'm not exactly sure. It could be a mix of either the food we got from the Habit or these over there. Okay, hold on. All right, guys. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna go though.